So now I have taken a slight cad medium red actually, and because this is a final touch, we'll give it to these. So it'll slightly orange. So this is orange I'm giving here, and let's start with this swirl. So it's very light. I'll make some more dark orange. Okay, this orange, and I will give a slightly on top of that. Again, it's random. It's not like this. See, like this only. So this is the way. Always give a stroke at different place, not at the same where already stroke is there, so that it will create, it will cover all the area which has been left. So, and also it will be more fluent. So this is a, yeah, this is fine. So same way you have to give other swirls also, sorry, curves and whatever. No, I'm doing like this, and as you can see it is looking much better, and these are looking awesome actually. It's literally looking awesome. Okay, here also you can give slightly, and remember here you have to give a longer curve, not a small brush stroke, not small brush stroke. This is a representation, so you will give a longer. This is actually fun. I'm literally enjoying that, doing this activity. This is one of my favorite part actually. I do have a plan to paint almond blossom also one more time. That I already painted actually, but that I painted for my own home. Now for you all to create tutorial, I will paint one more time. That is also one of favorite painting, and it's also and there's a good thing about Vincent Van Gogh, which anyway I'm going to cover in a podcast, is all of the paintings are unique actually, unique style, and he was more inspired by nature like me only, and so his majority of work is for nature. Nature, blossom, sunflowers, starry nights, everything is nature based. When I read story of his struggles, I was literally was feeling that how he went through, such a talented artist, how he went through. That was breathtaking. Struggle, especially part. So surprisingly, that is the reason actually we should support artists when they are doing their work. So I hope my that podcast will create that impact. So let's see. So this part is done. This part is almost done. Now what I'll do, I will let it dry actually, and after this is a base of sunflower midsection. Around that I will create a leaves, and for that leaves I will use either I can use directly yellow also, but I will use white first because these are the darker shades. So I will use white, and then after that on top of that I will use actual sunflower leaves colors, petals colors. Similarly, there will be one more sunflower here, and that will, so I'll wait for some time to get it dry, and then I'll start. So I have taken, titanium white, and now I'm going to give a shape of petals of this sunflower. So I have taken this brush, and titanium white, I have it on this. And how I am going to give a stroke, I'll just put my brush at the edge, and I will give like this, and at the end I have to make it like sharp. So I will give, shape at the end sharp. So you can see, so this is basically random. We are not giving any specific, sometimes we can even override also on each other. That is also fine, so this is sunflower is not exact as the same, here it went well, it didn't go well. Tejas, so this is what we are trying here. We'll continue in this way only, and like this different direction also we have to give. Let me try one more. Just place it brush here and drag it, and at the edge make it slightly sharp like this. Sometime maybe it will not come as expected, so that is fine, you can correct it, no problem. And some this side also, and we'll continue giving like this, like this. Okay, you can refer the picture and put exact way also, but that is fine actually, this way give sometimes random this side, do not give on the same side always, and like this. Now so you can see here how I am giving this entire leaves petals, and so again just hold on the brush so that edge of petal, it is slightly sharp, it looks like petal, that's all. So that will come slowly. Just put your brush here and then like this is also fine, and yeah, like this, yeah, like this. This is almost done, but I will give some more here, slightly some more pattern here which I couldn't give initially. It's fine. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous actually. It's the same way I was expecting. It's gorgeous. So this is what this sunflower is done. Not done exactly. So that portion, that white part is done. So now I will start doing this. So we have done that white portion part, and now in mid section of the sunflower I'll put some dots around that. So that dots, for that I'll be using brown followed by the yellow. So currently it is black, so I will put some more lighter shade of the black. So for that I'll mix brown on the black, that will be one layer. Then another layer will be some more dots with the exact yellow texture. So these two shades I'm going to use it now. So you can see I have slightly used yellow ochre and light green and orange to put a dots here, and dot part I have done in the layers. In a sense, I started with the yellow ochre and then followed by slightly uh, orange, you can see, and then at the end very light green. That green is not visible, and you can see most of the dots are basically on the center, not at the edge of this entire area. So we have to do like that, so that that the center part is highlighted. Now I'm starting with the petals, so you can see, like, basic shape we already given using the white. Now on top of that, I'm going to use 3 to 4 colors. One is cad medium yellow, which is basically, you can see here, cad medium yellow, and then titanium white, and this is orange. And somewhat to give in a slightly darker, I may use brown, but majority of part will be these 3 colors only: cad medium yellow, titanium white, and orange. And somewhat somewhere I'll make it slightly darker, so there I can use brown. So this is the way I'm going to paint these petals. So let's start. So I'll start with I'll take slightly cad medium yellow and then more white on that, because I'm trying to create a lighter shade of the petal. So this is fine, this shade is fine, this is fine. I have that on my brush. Now I will take it, I'll start with this petal, and on top of that now I will just put a one line. Already white is there. One more petal I'll take it. On top of that I will do like this. One more I'll take it. I'll do like this. Now these 4 petals I have covered. Now slight orange I'll take it in my brush, and on this I'll make it slightly oranges. So it is basically mix and match. Few petals will be, I'll take some more cad medium yellow and I'll make a slightly yellowish shade for the next petal, like this. And again I can use the same brush to give a next shade. Okay, and this one you use it, just do it patiently. Do not think like you have to just finish it. Now I am going to take a pinch of brown, because this now I want to make a slightly darker one of the day. This portion, starting with slightly darker. Do it patiently, because shape we already made. Now we shouldn't be spoiling that. So I will change this brush. This is not working properly. Take slightly zero size brush here, and I will use this brush. No, this is fine, I guess. That's fine. Now again I will take some more white and I will make a lighter shade, and I'll start painting the next petal. Do it patiently, although whatever time it takes, because we already put this much effort, and petals are the main shape. Let's take a slight orange and give a orange shade also. This is fine. Take some cad medium yellow and next petal. Okay, Similar way we are going to cover everything. So right now I'm using this zero size of camelin brush, so that should be fine. Using that zero size, it should be fine, so that you'll have some control on the edges. Bigger brush you will not have control at the edges. Although I am making these leaves as a yellow, but I'll give at the end slightly darker shade at the end. So this is very fun activity, but need patience. So with acrylic, advantage is if you are tired, you can leave it straight away, rather than just working and you want to finish it and you do half, because this is a final. This is a somewhat it's not base. It's a something which will be visible, and petals are one of the element where you have to have a patience. So if you are tired, you can leave it and then do it next day or after some time. So nothing will happen because acrylic color, this is fine. Okay, so paint it carefully. Even no need to paint it continuously. You can just spend 30 minutes in a day and do it, and take color accordingly. And do not take, because you cannot reuse the color which you already taken out. Take the limited color, paint it, again take color, something. This habit, if you build it, then you can do the painting in the breaks also. Just 30 minutes daily, and leave that painting for you complete that in a week. That is also fine. Sometime when I was busy, I used to complete a painting in a month also. I will do small elements, but I will not leave the practice. So that was when I used to work 15-16 hours a day in IT side. Still I never left painting, although my frequency will be less, right, how IT sector. But one of good thing about doing painting is it gives relaxation. So especially for the corporate and all who was having a very stressful environment and too much work so this is basically a meditative activity. This will, if you once you'll get the habit, and building a habit takes time, at least 90 days. So but once you get the habit, you're really going to enjoy this activity. And trust me, it's much more better than any other activity like sports and all. Sometimes you will not even feel of doing anything, that much tired. So this activity will give you relaxation. I feel like painting is the activity which you can do in any mood. That's what I have seen. Now, so we are, I think this is fine. Sometimes in the edge you can see the white. So that is also fine, because it gives the impression of light actually. So this is fine. If something has been missed, no problem. Continue like this only. So this really helped me. My work environment was extremely stressful. I was in IT firm and it was extremely hectic and stressful. And that time this activity is, it's a medicine for me actually. And during that time only I started repainting again. In childhood I used to paint a lot, but I started when I bought my house actually. That time I thought like, why not to paint, with, why not to decorate it with my own creation. So I started that. From there I built a habit, because that time I enjoyed a lot. Then I didn't leave it. So it's almost 7 to 8 years now, and I'm already painting from my childhood. So in childhood I used to participate in so many competitions and all, and most of the time I used to won that also, but I never took it as a career options, and I went into engineering. But going into engineering also, there also it helped me to balance myself in the hectic work environment. It really helped me. And good thing for me is like, I feel connected actually with myself, because this is what I am doing, any design work, or so I feel like, okay, this is the work which I belong to. So I feel connected. Whatever I do, if I end with doing some artwork, so I feel connected with myself. So in this way you can also start doing it if you are not doing, because you try it for some time, then you will understand how much joy it can bring. And trust me, anybody can do this, what I'm doing. Anybody can do. You can write right, similar way you can hold the brush also. So now this base layer is completed, so I'll take some slightly orange here, and in orange I will use just like this, yes, a shape I'll give. Okay, that's great. And slight brown. Brown is to give a slightly dry look actually. I'll take some water. So acrylic dries quickly, so you can take slightly water also. So brown is basically to give a dry look. Just like this. This is looking fine. Yes. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. So these leaves are completed. This is fine. This part is completed. Now we'll move to next part. Here you can see in the corners there is a white lines are there, so we'll refine that later. For the time being, just complete first layer of this entire one. So I'll take some more cad medium yellow, and I will start doing this part. So similarly I'll complete this entire work. So you can see I have completed the petals. It took some time for me to complete that, and always have a patience, because this is one of the activities, a key highlight. It is not the base or anything, right? It's a key highlight of this entire painting, petals, especially with respect to its shape. Be slightly cautious, and it came out very well actually. I'm really liking it. So now only remaining part is its stem and leaves. So that I'm going to start. Even without that also it is looking really well actually. It came out more than expected. If you see the middle also that part is also really looking very well. So I didn't expect, and it's awesome. So I was searching for chalk, but not as sure. I'll take slightly some water, and this is a sap green. I just took it out, and first layer I will put it with the dark. I can mix slightly black also in this green, so that it is a slightly darker shade. So I will use directly, I will not use chalk. So here I can give like this, like that. And first let me start with this bud part. I will give like this. This is fine. And this part I can give like this. This is also fine. Ideally you can use chalk also to draw the shape, but somehow I'm not getting. So you can just join it here. So this is the first layer, and I'll just make it pretty thick. I don't know, I'm really enjoying this painting. I haven't enjoyed any other painting like this. I don't know why. Maybe it is because of one of my favorite artists, right? That is the reason. Yeah, that is the reason, definitely. So now this layer is done. Okay. So what I'll do now, I will take some more color and give a that what we say, like this. And do not put a same shape. We slightly give a different. This is fine. And here also like this. I'm already giving. I'll take some more shape and give a downside also, because this is what it happens actually. Here it will be slightly thick, and like this. And we can extend here, like this is looking fine. So this is your first layer. This is your first layer. Now take some white and mix it in a gray. So this will be slightly lighter shade, or you can use directly yellow actually. Anyway, no problem. So like this. So I'm giving here. Like this. And even a stem also, I'll give one highlight here, like this. Although it didn't come as expected, I have to use a different shade. I'll just bring that. So that is lighter one. I might have to use it. It didn't come as expected. I was not expecting it, but it is fine. As I said, right, in acrylic, anything can be corrected. So let me pick that shade, and then on top of that I will give one more highlight. But this is also fine, but I'll give one more shade. So I have a brilliant green. You can see this light green. This is the shade I was looking for. So I will take it in my brush at the edge, very light, because I'm just going to highlight. I'll start with this. I'll just reduce. It is just highlight I'm putting, and very light shade. Normally sunflower will be dark only, but I am just putting so that the stems etc. are visible. Right now it's not visible, and because that is also dark. So I will not give, I will just highlight it, that's all, slightly. Just here also same way. looking. This is what I was expecting. Yes, this fine. This is fine. It's looking absolutely fine. Yes. Now this I will slightly, One second. I'm slightly mixing because I was looking, totally different. Here I'm just see, everything cannot go as per expectation. Sometimes we might have to adjust. So, but this is fine. This is looking fine. I'll use some more darker green. On top of that, I will just give one more, so that it gets mixed type of shades it comes. And I think this is coming fine. I will just cover it, and this is absolutely fine. Some more lighter. Yeah, this is the way I was expecting. I think we are fine now, but sometimes not even doing again it will be, at the end we end up with spoiling only. So I'll stop now here also somewhat, so that now that part is highlighted. I'm using sap green. Fine. And this same sap green I will use slightly here also. Not more than 10 to 10. Not more than 10. Just in the center, slightly last layer, like this dot. Yeah, only in center. Similarly here also, I will just put it. I'm loving this. I'm really loving this actually. Oh my god, I'm not sure about you all, but I don't know. It is clearly showing the depth. You can see here, right? These dots are really showing the depth. That is the beauty of acrylic colors. So now this painting I'll call it as a done. So let me write my name here. So I'll write Creative Wings. So I will use white, actually it's not visible. So I'll use the white and I'll write it. So I'll call it as a done. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please drop your feedback in the comment box. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching.